Hello, today I'm going to talk to you about Acuity scheduling and how to set it up. You might be wondering what the heck is that? Basically, Acuity is a tool that enables you to make bookings with other people without all that email back and forth. So you set up a calendar and say, this is when I'm available, and you make some appointments and say, you know, this appointment or that appointment. You can even make classes, and then they can go in and you send them the link. Pardon me, you send them a link to that class or that booking, and then they go ahead, click the link, takes them to a page, and they can choose their time. And if you use the paid version, and when you sign up you get a trial for 15 days of the paid version, you can also take payments from people. So if you want to set up a payment processing system pretty quickly, you don't want to stuff around with turning your whole website into an e-commerce, you can definitely use Acuity. And if you don't have a website, you can totally just start doing business, taking payments, making bookings using Acuity. So it's a really good tool in that way, and I'm really excited to show you how it all works. So let's go over to the screen share now. So here we are. If you just Google search for Acuity, hopefully you'll find Acuity scheduling. You should come to a page that looks a bit like this, and all you have to do to get started is click try it now, and you will be able to set up a free account. And now, if you answer these questions, it will sort of shortcut it a bit for you. So if you can answer them, if you are Mondays to Fridays or Saturday, Sundays, if you're any of those, choose that. I'm choosing it depends because I want a sort of blank slate to show you how to set it up. But yeah, choose your calendars, you know, like, let's say I use pen and paper, I want to see, yes, we want online payments. Yes, sometimes you might have clients in Perth or somewhere else. Now, I'm going to just use that. I'm going to put in a password. And you just have to agree to the policy and T&Cs. You should definitely read them if you're worried. And then we're going to log in. So that account information that you just plugged in, and then you should be able to log straight in. Okay, and then you're going to get to a page like this. Now, I just realized that I'm going very fast, and this is not really a video that you would watch for entertainment value. Ultimately, it's a learning tool, and the best way to learn is probably to work along with me. So you might want to watch it through one time, but then I encourage you to watch it and work along with me and use the pause button, because I like to keep these short, but that means I'm going like a steam train, and that's too fast for most people. Okay, so we're just going to let the robot tell us what to set up, and so we're going to go through these basic steps and then one other step that is really handy. So the first thing is set your availability. Now what they've got for us is a month calendar where you might go in every single day and set different times, but a shortcut is to click I have regular hours every week and go in and set your times. Now my times have just changed because of what's going on with COVID, so I'm working nights at the moment on weekdays, so I'm going to go, and once you've set one you can copy and paste it in for the rest. And then on Saturdays I actually am going to work 10 to 6. So that's my regular hours. Now, if you know, oh, on this day or that day, I'm going to, like, me and the kids are going to be doing something on that day, so actually, you know, that's my new hours, then you can edit them in there. So hopefully we can just do closed, and no, not until end date. Oh, it's past date, Mum. Set hours, that's the button we wanted. So on that day, Tuesday the 31st, no one can book. And actually on this day, no one can book either because, oh, that didn't work. Take it out. Set hours, because I've got a thing on Tuesday, so I don't want to be seeing people on those days. So that's that, and it should, at the top now, we've set our availability. Tick 1, we've done that. Now click. You can just click on these links, they're really good. So that's the good thing about the robot, is it's going to really walk us through. Now appointment types are, you know, if you have a free chat with people, if you have a 1-hour paid session, a 45-minute paid session, a 3-hour deep dive session, whatever kinds of sessions you have, you can create that here and you can take payment for it all through Acuity, which I love. And you can also make classes like, oh, I have a Tuesday afternoon at 6 o'clock yoga class, and so you can put them in. We'll do both. Let's do a new type of service. I'm going to call it a 1 hour strategy session. And that is, now let's look at everything. We can add a longer description. So that's a great opportunity to say, in this session, we're going to do this, and we're going to do an audit, and we're going to look at your whole presence, and then we're going to set the timelines and the projects and allocate tasks. So that would be, you might write that about your own session type. Oh, it's a 1 hour personalized yoga session. We'll be doing it on Zoom. Like, you can help tease out all the details for people. And then show a message after scheduling is really nifty. You can say, thanks for booking. These are the next steps. So that's a really good thing to have. Duration, you'll need to put in, say if it's a 90-minute strategy session. And I love blocking off extra time. In case people are booking you back to back, I like to set 10 minutes before for a wee, and then 30 minutes after for jotting down notes or sending people emails, compiling all their resources. It's up to you. You can set those time frames at whatever you like, which is really glorious. And then you can put your price. So for our 90-minute strategy session, we're going to put in our price. You can put whatever price you want. You can also put a picture of yourself, and you can have it on your public scheduling page, or you can make it a private session so people can only book this session if you give them the link. That's what I like to do, because I like to have a free chat with people first, and then I would send them this one. Then you just click create appointment type, and there it is. Ta-da! Let's make a class as well. So we're going to do a social media webinar, and it's going to be 60 minutes. And it's going to cost $15. I'm going to put my picture in. I'm probably going to block time before and after. Minutes after. Oh yeah, we definitely need like 30 minutes after a webinar just to recover. And we might choose a picture. We might make it public if we want everyone in the world to see it, or we might make it private so that only people who have the link, we might share it on Facebook, but essentially only people with the link can get it. This is a class or group event. So if it's not, then we'd, what would it be that it's not a class or group event? You probably wouldn't bother having a group class. You would choose a session, and I'm going to say, okay, I can have up to 20 people, and if there's going to be multiple times for it, then I might elect that people have to sign up for all the time slots. Like if I'm doing every Tuesday, I'm doing this same webinar. Then I click create appointment type, and there's one more step with the class, is you have to offer the class. So you click offer class, and then you just choose the day, like, okay, next Tuesday at 10 a.m. is when we're going to have it. You can make it recurring, and we might just do it like there'll be 4 of them, and we add the times, all those times. Sure, we're going to save the class. So if this were the case where you had a yoga class, people could come and just book some of them, or they could book all of them. If you want people to, if it's all or nothing, you have to do all 6 classes in this series, then you would tick this box here. They must sign up for all the times that are offered. So that's it. Now we've got in our appointment types, let's go to types. We've got the 1 hour session, and we've got that's a 90-minute session. But you could go in and edit that. You just click edit and you can go in and change it. We could just actually call it a deep dive, or something like that, right? And then you just go down and click update the appointment type. So it's pretty easy to edit them. Now if you want to give someone the link to that, you just click direct scheduling link, and you go down and click copy, and now on our clipboard we have that link, and we might go in and send an email to somebody and say, join me for the webinar, and you just paste that link, make sure it's got the link in it, and so when they click that, they'll be able to go in and book in on that session. Hope that makes sense. Ask any questions below if I'm going insanely fast or missing important details. Now the next important step is both of these are paid sessions. Now you can just use it for free sessions, but if you want to be able to accept payments, you need to click on this, and it's very easy. You just go in, we've got Australian dollars, and then I like to use PayPal, or you might use Stripe and PayPal. And then you can decide, do you want full payment, a deposit, or you can have payments different for each appointment types. For the deep dive session, we might just take a 50% deposit. And for the social media webinar, we want them to pay in full. So we just save those settings. And then for PayPal, they just want our email address that the PayPal account's associated with, and then click Save Settings. Okay, we're nearly there. You could connect with Stripe, so that's very easy. You just click that button and connect it up with your Stripe account. And then let's go on to customize our scheduling page. Now this is quite cool. At the moment we don't have any public appointment types, so it is really helpful to have one appointment that is your, like I like to just put my free one on there. I just call it a freebie chat. It's 30 minutes, it's free, and I'd make that one public so that when we go into customize, we have something to work with there. We've got our freebie chat. So I can put my business name here, and you upload your logo, which is good to have your logo on there. Just find that in your computer. For some reason it's not showing up. That's annoying. Is it in downloads? Oh, there she is. Oh, I've got lots of different options. You could put some instructions and they're going to show up at the top. I like to say something like, hello, go ahead and choose your time zone, then choose a day and time for our session. Can't wait to see you, or something like that. You know, you can write anything you want there. And then I like to start my week on Mondays, but I guess that's pretty personal. You want to make sure it's in the time format that you relate to. You don't have to make them choose their time zone, but I like to do that because I have some overseas clients. And you can choose button color, which you can also customize. If you know your hex code, you can put that in there, like. Then you click Save Changes, and then you can actually preview like what your page is going to look like when people go to book with you. So ours looks like, mine currently looks like this, and you can also view it live, which just means it opens in a new tab, and then you can see, okay, freebie chat, they're going to choose their time zone, and then they're going to choose their day and time and just book in with you, which is fabulously easy, saves so much time and mucking around. Plus you can get them to pay you, which is excellent, and it's a really cost-efficient shortcut for getting your business really quickly online. I don't think there's anything else I need to show you today. I will be doing more videos. I would sync it with your calendar. The good thing about syncing it with your calendar is that if you book something in your Google Calendar that's marked as busy, it will show up in your appointment calendar, so you won't be able to overbook yourself. So it's really a great way to make sure if you've got personal commitments in your Google Calendar, they're not overlapping. Now, as you know, there's COVID. My kids' school is closed, and that's what you can hear, those little mice in the background. They're playing a dice game together. I hope your business is staying resilient and going okay in face of these challenges, and I hope you can get online really quick. I'll come back and talk about some of these other steps very soon in another video, because I think this one is quite long enough. Your brain probably feels like it's going to explode. Remember to rewatch me and pause me, and I hope you have a beautiful day. Alright, how did you go? So the link that I'm sharing with you is my affiliate link, and like I said, I don't really mind if you use that or not. If you just Google search Acuity, you'll be able to go and sign up for your free account. And stay tuned for more videos about setting up Acuity.